Welcome back to the Oklahoma Today podcast. I'm your host, Ben Lucian, and Wild Brew is one of the best annual parties going on in Tulsa every year. In fact, it's returning this August 23rd at the Arvest Convention Center in Tulsa. If you like great food, great brews, and supporting a great cause, this is the place for you. What is that great cause? Well, it is the Sutton Avian Center in Bartlesville. They do some amazing conservation work, not just in the state, but for the entire nation. They played a major role in taking the bald eagle off the endangered list. Me and Chris got a special treat because we got to head out to their headquarters in Bartlesville to get a behind-the-scenes look at some of their conservation work, particularly their work with the quail. It's a great place, it's a great time, and we'll see that in just a moment. But first, a friendly reminder to please hit subscribe if you've not already done so. We number in the hundreds actually, in the thousands soon. With your help. Just hit that subscribe button. Chris and I paid a visit to a place in Norman. What is the place in Norman? Well, you'll have to subscribe, find out later. Now, without further ado, let's head to Bartlesville and check out the Sutton Avian Center. It's a place that's truly for the birds. Well, I am here in Bartlesville at the Sutton Avian Center with my friend Chad Ellis, the CEO here. Chad, what can you tell me about the Sutton Center? What is the mission here?
Yeah, so here we use a combination of research, education, and conservation to find cooperative solutions to help some of our endangered avian species. And that's been our mission for 40 years, and it's still our mission today. So glad to be able to work on it.
Yes. So what can you tell me about why is it that the Sutton Center is here in Bartlesville? What's sort of the origin story there?
Yeah, great question. So we had some great supporters about 40 years ago, and our founder took it upon himself and sort of the mission of his partners to help conserve the bald eagle. And so there was a great group of businessmen who came together to find support for that. We located this wonderful property, and the southern bald eagle sort of had its regional rebirth from this facility, you might say.
Right.
And they went to Florida and recovered some eggs from nests there and brought them here and raised them up in captivity for then release into the wild. And today we have over 300 nests in Oklahoma.
Yes. So. Yeah, and it's sort of a three-part mission, or there's more parts than that, believe me. But the bald eagle is a big one. You also worked with the masked bobwhite quail, right? And then a variety of prairie chicken, I believe.
Yeah, so we have conservation efforts ongoing today around the Atwater's prairie chicken and the masked bobwhite. And so these are captive breeding efforts permitted through the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. We've got some fantastic partners there at 2 different wildlife refuges, one outside of Houston and one southwest of Tucson. And that's funded primarily through a federal grant. And we, I don't know, there's hundreds of birds that we breed every year and place out on these refuges.
Right.
So.
Well, I have to say this is a bit of a treat for us because this is not as I understand it, a publicly visited facility, right?
Well, I wouldn't say we're not private. We do welcome visitors, but we don't have like large tour groups.
Yes.
Our road has some switchbacks that makes it hard for buses to get up. But we do occasionally we have small school groups or interested ornithologists, things like that come up here, and we're happy to show people around. But it is a little off the beaten path.
Yes. But one thing that's not off the beaten path, I think we're going to talk a little bit about it later, but the Wild Brew event is coming up. And that's that goes into like a lot of your funding stuff, right?
Yeah, so Wild Brew is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And it's definitely a way that we try to take our center out to the public that supports us.
Right.
It's going to be in Tulsa this year at the Arvest Community Center. We've got 30 restaurants and 30 breweries signed up to bring their sort of signature dishes and brews. And it's a big festival for us. We've got silent auctions and raffles and other events that are real attractive to people. So you should come.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, let's go check out some of the things that Wild Brew actually supports. Let's go meet some of the birds. Yes.
We can do that.
I think there's some birds here. Let's go meet them. Well, I'm with Don. Don, you're kind of the quail guy around here, I guess? Is that what you would describe yourself as?
Quail and grouse, but yes,
Okay.
I run the.
Yes.
I've been running the masked bobwhite program, and
Yes, the masked bobwhites. Well, that's the breeding facility behind us that we're about to check out. What can you tell me about those birds?
well, they're closely related to our northern bobwhite that's found in Oklahoma, but they're found only in extreme southern Arizona and northern Sonora, and actually were extirpated from. They're first discovered in Arizona, and then they found more of them in Sonora.
Right.
But they were extirpated from Arizona by the turn of the 20th century, somewhere between, maybe 1895 and 1910.
Yeah.
So when they started looking for them again and couldn't find any. But they persisted in Sonora, Mexico, at least until about 11 or 12 years ago. The last time a bird was actually confirmed in Sonora in the wild was actually 2009. So they may be in.
Oh,
16.
there's a dog that is popping in on our little intro.
And actually, more than once, they were thought to be totally extinct in the wild in Sonora. And then in 1963, there were two brothers that were biologists and quail enthusiasts both, that took it on themselves to search further in Sonora, and actually discovered 3 different populations there in 1963, which there had not been any observed in 6 or 7 years prior to that, despite a lot of search effort. Biosecurity is a very big issue because we don't want to bring any disease in from outside. So it's a disinfectant called Virkon.
Oh, okay.
It comes in a powder form, and we have to mix it up, and then
Do I need to add any more?
No. You can step on a towel there afterwards. As one of our, basically in a supplementary or enrichment food source.
Yeah, food, delicious.
Yeah, the primary food is a commercially made exotic game bird diet. But we actually several years ago, worked with Purina to perfect that diet. And which was originally designed for the Atwater's prairie chicken, which is the other endangered species that we work with at our other facility. And thus far, there's no better diet out there.
Nice.
But generally, we have 3 of these GQF incubators. And we're usually only running one at a time. But we always have a backup and then a backup for a backup. The hatchers look similar, but they would have trays with a lid on them, and you see if we have and then so I'll explain here. The eggs get collected twice a day, and we put them in I'll show you the coolers in a minute, but we put them in cool storage until we're ready to incubate. We set eggs every 3rd week, and we can store eggs for 3 weeks with no loss of viability, even. After 3 weeks, up to 3 weeks, then we'll put them in the incubator. Like I said, every 3rd week, every egg gets weighed, and then those when they're in the incubators, that churns every hour. So it will churn far to the right, then we'll go back to level, then we'll go to the left, then back to level, and then after 1 week, we candle them to check fertility, and we'll remove any of the infertile eggs. We're usually looking at 75–80% fertility, and then at 3 weeks, really at 20 days, the eggs then get moved into the hatching incubators, which normally be on this table, and they go into these little nest cups And there's a lid, they go into a metal tray with a lid that fits snug against there so we can keep track. And you can see that one's labeled C3. That would be the pen number that those eggs came from. And then we know by C3, we know which male and which female are in that pen. That's how we keep track of the genetics on everybody. And so, but one interesting thing about it is quail are synchronous hatchers.
Okay.
So if we have 4 eggs, we'll typically put 4 or 5 eggs in here, and they're actually, even before they pip, they're actually vocalizing. It's more of a real subtle clicking sound as they're starting to breathe. They break into the air cell of the egg, and they're starting to breathe air, and they're vocalizing, and they hear each other, and they will synchronize. And so if there's 4 eggs in here, they'll all hatch literally within minutes of each other. These are some of the ones that are actually going to be holdback birds.
Yes.
These chicks, these are chicks that hatched last Thursday.
Chicks.
Yes.
Last Thursday, so they are not even a week old.
Right.
Just a few days.
Going on 4 weeks old, and they will be taken with 2-week-olds next week. There'll be 5-week-olds, and we'll take 2-week-olds.
Now I have to ask, what is the purpose of the little yellow ducky?
Some diversion, enrichment. Yeah.
Okay.
By giving them, basically like toys, you'll see like little army soldiers in there, or little dinosaurs, or little tiny wiffle balls. I mean, whatever. It gives them something to distract them from like pecking at each other a little bit. And we use that with the adult birds too.
I like it. And how old are these birds?
Some of them are only a year old, and some of them are up to 6 years old.
Okay. Do you have to be, a year before you start laying, I guess?
Right. The males are the ones that have the orange breast, or reddish breast, and the black head. And if you know our northern bobwhite females, the females would look virtually identical. If you had them hand in hand, you might see very subtle differences, but they look pretty much the same as our northern bobwhite hens. And you can see there's an egg in there that she's probably laid in the last hour and a half, 2 hours, because they usually do their first egg check about 10 o'clock, and then they'll do another one around 4 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's an egg that was probably laid, within the last 2 hours.
Wow, well, this is cool. What is the bird's name?
Her name's Koska.
Costa?
Cozca, and that's something to do with their name that the Mayans called them. But she's a crested caracara, which they're also known as the Mexican eagle. They're not an eagle, they're a type of falcon. They're actually one of the biggest falcons that there is, and they're really smart. They're as smart as a crow, so about like a 7-year-old child. And they are really strange for falcons. They hang together in flocks, and they hang out with black vultures a lot. So you see her face is yellow. She doesn't have any feathers on it. That's a sign that she likes to eat a lot of dead stuff. If she had feathers on her face, it would just be basically something to catch a bunch of bacteria. She is a golden pheasant. So those came from Asia and Europe. George Washington is said to brought hundreds of them to Mount Vernon because they were his favorite game bird, apparently. I have never eaten them, but people love to hunt them. They're not as popular as the ringnecks, but they're still pretty popular. Yeah, she just wants bugs.
What is her typical diet, I guess?
So she gets 18 grams of Missouri breeder, which is the same thing that the bobwhite quail get. And she gets 10 grams of mixed vegetables. And on most days, she also gets a couple grasshoppers, which she likes to chase down and be a little dinosaur, basically.
They are little dinosaurs.
Yes.
Well, Chad, I've had a great time touring the facility today. What can you tell me about Wild Brew coming up? That is what supports a lot of the programs that we've seen today.
Yeah, so it's August 23rd, and you can get your tickets at www.wildbrew.org. If you're a brewery or a restaurant and you'd like to come and participate, it's a great marketing event for you, and you can go to that same website and find out how to sign up there. Hope to see you all there.
Right. So I guess the idea of it is just brews and food locally, right?
We've got a couple
good
different catchphrases.
Yes.
Drink a beer, save a bird.
Yeah, I can sign up for that one.
Wildest party ever hatched. Things like that. So,
Yes.
there's I think last year we had over 2,000 people come. So it's a great event.
Right. Yes, and I guess is this like your principal sort of fundraiser for the organization?
This is definitely our biggest fundraiser. We raise funds through several different mechanisms, private donations as well as federal grants and things like that. But this is, in terms of an event, this is by far the biggest money generator that we have.
Yes.
So if you come, you're going to be supporting all the programs that we have here, the breeding operations, the surveys that we do to monitor the species that are out there in the field, and then also our education program. That makes a big impact on students. We take birds into classrooms and sort of give students an in-person, very live experience with a wild animal.
So a great place to go if you love birds, but also a great place to go if you just like having a beer and a good time, right?
That's right.
Yes.
It's a fun party.
Yes. It's been a blast, so thank you so much for having us out, Chad.
Really appreciate it. Nice having y'all here.
So that was a lot of fun, and I got this as a token from the Sutton Center. This is a feather from a golden pheasant. And for our people listening to the show through our audio-only podcast, it's a sort of a brown feather with some gold or coffee-colored stripes here. Very pretty feather.
It's really lovely.
Yes, a nice token. Lots of amazing birds. If you want to pass it down, we can do a little show and tell. But yeah, the Sutton Center was really awesome. It's there's all sorts of birds there. They didn't want to outside of the quail. They didn't. The bird ambassadors they had didn't really want to meet us. They just had lunch. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
They also didn't want to eat you, which
Yes.
is good. All right.
Pass it back.
Here you go. We're going to send that back over to you, Ben.
Yeah, well, the feathers. It's not going back to the pheasant. It's staying with me.
Okay.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, this is the rest of our cast here. We've got Megan Rossman, Nathan Gunner, and Kirsten Stone. It's deadline week. How are we all holding up?
Tired.
Yes.
We're
We're
finishing it.
surviving.
No, this one's actually-
Megan, make sure you talk into
This
your
one's
mic.
been
yes.
fine, yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
This
Yes.
one's been fine. I don't know this issue. It's a good one, though. People are going to love it.
Yeah, well, it's speaking
of
of birds,
yeah.
it's our animal issue.
It's exciting. It'll be out. Subscribers will get it mid to late August, and then it'll be on newsstands by the end of August.
Yeah, we always love the animal issue.
I know. They're always really
It's a lot
fun.
of fun. I mean,
know.
who doesn't
It's tempting
love-
to do one every year, but
Yes. But when we can, it's a
Yeah.
treat. All right, well, now it's time for question of the week. And, sometimes I go to a place and I just want to throw down. I just want to have a giant meal to the point where you've got to just sort of roll me out of there. And I view this as a treat. And maybe, with some hindsight, I can be like, maybe that's an indicator of some kind of problem, but that's a treat for me. But we can do therapy later. Now it's time for question of the week. Our question this time is, what restaurant do you go to in Oklahoma with a big appetite? Big in all caps. Nathan Gunner, why don't you start us off?
I mean, a lot of them, right? Like, just short of your tasting menu restaurants like None Such or Gray Sweater somewhere, right? Like, you really want
Yes.
to get it done. But the place that came to mind for me, weirdly, was not even weirdly because it's delicious and I love it. Was Joey's Pizzeria, because they have kind of the whole through line of like a night with pizza. Like, they've got amazing apps, fantastic pizzas, excellent desserts, so you really can just
Yeah.
gorge on like way too much of everything.
Yes.
And everything is really big, and the portion sizes are gigantic, and yeah, and I love that place.
Any
It's
place
awesome.
that has like a can't miss appetizer and can't miss dessert, that's a good candidate.
Their fried raviolis are amazing for an appetizer. All of their pizzas that I've had are really good, and then their Italian cream cake is the absolute bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was the one that came to mind for me.
Yeah, and they've been around a long time.
Because if I'm gonna gorge myself, there's gonna be dessert at the end.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's got to be your finish line.
Completely. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Kirsten, what about you? What's your answer?
Well, short of like going to a buffet or somewhere, I immediately kind of think of barbecue because there's always like heaping portions, especially if it's good barbecue. You can just go to town.
Yes.
But
Nice.
What is so if you're at a barbecue place, what are you looking to order? Like a ribs or
it kind of depends on the day, but usually my go-to is like a pulled pork sandwich and then getting different sides and a dessert probably.
Yes.
Do you have a place that you love? Like, do you have a barbecue place that you really, really like?
I have several, which I've given them a shout out before on here, but Oklahoma Smoke, they have the 2 locations. There's one in Moore, there's one in the Stockyards, but they're both so good. And they do give you very large portions of their food. They make it worth it to go in every time.
Nice.
Yes. Barbecue, Chris and I were talking about it just the other day. I mean, to find a place that you know is reliably like good quality, like you can't mess up barbecue in like small town Oklahoma anywhere. Like if it's most small towns, they've got a barbecue place that's like it's worth its weight.
Totally. Yeah.
Megan, what about you? We're all anxious to hear your answer.
Well, I was thinking about pizza and barbecue too, but also anywhere I go, I am gonna throw down.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can make any restaurant work if you try hard enough.
So this was a really difficult question for me because I was like, well, everywhere. I mean, I think if you're gonna go eat a really nice, expensive meal, it's especially nice to be starving, because then you'll eat so much more of your expensive.
That's
like
true.
places like the Ranch or
Yeah.
that French restaurant I like.
Juniper in Tulsa?
La Baguette, thank
Yes.
you. Yes, like La Baguette. There are so many nice restaurants, and I like to go there and eat like a monster. So get my money's worth.
Yes.
And shock everyone.
You've got to get your money's worth for sure.
Yeah. You don't need to shock everyone.
No. What about you, Ben? Where are you
Well,
gonna go?
we had the infamous visit to
You're gonna put on your eating clothes.
to Isla's, in Tulsa. But the true answer I came up with is in Oklahoma City, towards the west side, is Cajun King.
Oh,
yeah.
Buffet.
That
Oh, man.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that earlier,
Yeah.
and then I forgot.
Yeah, I
So-
think
the
we talked
fullest
about it
I've
earlier.
ever
We did,
been
yeah.
in my life.
Me
Because
too.
for people who don't know, Cajun King, it's like a full Cajun buffet. But if you go there, they bring out a tray of catfish for you and also a tray of beignets.
I started to become afraid after a while.
I almost killed myself there. Like I ate.
I mean, but
so
what a way to
much-
go.
What a way to go.
I
Yeah.
ate so much food. I could not eat dessert. I wanted to.
Yes.
I was gonna try, but it was like physically impossible for me to eat it.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
That's a
I
good
mean,
answer,
In the best possible
Yeah,
way.
In the very best
the
possible.
food-
Delicious,
The food
yeah.
was great, but I felt like a
Yeah.
I really.
Yeah, I left there
really
kind of
went
wanting to
for it.
cry.
An all-you-can-eat buffet where the food is so
So
inherently
good.
heavy.
Oh my gosh, it's
and
so
it's
good.
so good that you're like, oh, I want to try this too. I want to
Yeah.
try this, and like I was eating really small portions of everything, but I ate so much
But
that
of everything.
I was like, I might die at this table. Like,
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Just push me aside.
I'm sure they would have loved it.
If I
would've
die
been
at your
a
restaurant, I
headline.
give you permission to just
Yes.
stuff me and leave me by the door.
I had
As an
one
attraction.
one other buffet that it's near and dear to us, Italian Express.
Oh,
yeah,
downtown
yeah.
Oklahoma
You can do
City.
some
If
damage
you're in
there.
downtown Oklahoma City, you
can.
got to go to Italian Express
I
for lunch.
love their
Yeah.
minestrone
We
soup.
love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their owner is the
and
nicest
their
guy
meatballs.
in
I
the
ate a
world.
lot of meatballs.
Good
We've
meatballs.
still yet to take Kirsten to Italian
Yeah, I
Express.
know. He's great.
Do you know where I was thinking where you and I ate a ton and it was all so good was Reba's.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Reba's
gosh,
was
you
good.
could
Mhm.
eat yourself into oblivion at Reba's. The food is good
The
and there's a
fried
lot of it.
chicken was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
yeah. Those desserts were incredible too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about behind the camera, Chris Cook?
Do they still have Lubies?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been to a Luby's
I
in a
don't
hot
think they
minute.
do. I think it's R.I.P. Lubies, sadly.
Yeah.
But Oklahoma used to be like the
Burrs.
cafeteria capital of
Yeah.
America, really.
I don't know. I just go. I picked a place that I like everything on the menu. So the press for me, I could really
that
go.
place
I
is
like the press a
amazing.
lot.
Yeah, you
You know.
could eat a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do the state meal there too.
They used to. They don't
they
anymore.
don't anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a great brunch.
Huh,
They
okay.
also give like good sized portions.
Yeah.
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 They have good macaroni.
There's a whole side of their menu that says drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably it for me. Barbecue, you know. But if it's for me, I'm going to butcher.
Yeah, I love.
Have you ever heard of this
butcher,
place,
too.
Pumpkins?
I have heard of
Inside
that.
joke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris really likes Pumpkins
It's
barbecue.
my-
Pumpkins is legit.
Yeah, it's
In
really
Pauls
good.
Valley,
In Pauls Valley,
Pumpkins.
go to Pumpkins. Yeah.
Okay.
One day we'll do the Oklahoma Today pumpkin show. We'll see.
Is Cajun King still open?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still-
yeah.
Oh,
It's still,
I
it's
wanna
still
go
there.
I
there.
haven't been there in a
again.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
good.
I wonder if
Let's
I
all
could.
go. I've never been. Let's all
It's
go.
good.
should.
Maybe Ben's birthday lunch.
Consult your
I
physician.
I would. Yeah.
Consult your physician.
I would love to go feel like I'm gonna die again.
Yeah. All right.
It's an
we-
extreme sport eating
We
there.
might
Yeah.
plan on that. We did have some cool answers online. Janet Cantwell says Catfish Cove in Yukon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've heard of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a well-known spot. Nancy Dickinson is a fan of Oak Steakhouse in Broken Bow.
Oh, I haven't been there. I'll
Not
have to
been
try
there,
that.
but like, there's a lot of great food in Broken Bow. so.
Okay.
And then finally, Elizabeth Autry is a fan of Roscoe's Feed Shack in Stillwater.
Ooh.
Homestyle buffet of pure comfort food and desserts.
I'm
I
in.
have heard very good things about Roscoe's.
Okay, we're gonna try
So-
Roscoe's next. Okay.
I mean, I think buffets have like fallen out of favor a little bit. I think it's time to bring back buffets.
I agree.
You know,
I'm a big fan of a buffet.
big fan, and you can. Everyone leaves happy.
That would be a good feature.
That would be. Ooh, that
Or a
catfish.
map.
That catfish buffet in Kingston. What was the name of that place? Oh, that place was great.
I forgot.
There's
what
a
it
really
was
good one
called.
down on Lake
There's a lot
Texoma
of
in Kingston.
good.
Yeah, there's a
all
really
you
good
can eat
catfish buffet.
catfish could probably be a whole feature. We do. All right. Well, we'll be going to Podvince here in a minute, but first a quick mid-show ad break. In Oklahoma, art plays an essential role in bringing communities together, enhancing quality of life for Oklahomans, and positively impacting our economy. The Oklahoma Visual Arts Coalition is a nonprofit that helps develop the Oklahoma visual arts community through education, promotion, connection, and funding. Since 1988, OVAC has closely worked with Oklahoma artists, educators, organizations, and communities to ensure visibility and opportunity while promoting public interest in the arts across the state. To learn more about how the Oklahoma Visual Arts Coalition supports artists and to personally contribute to a growing Oklahoma arts scene, visit ovac-ok.org and follow OVAC on Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky. All right, well, you know what time it is. It is Podvent time. This is where we go through the travelok.com event calendar, pick out a few of our favorite gyms. Is there anyone who'd like to go first?
Oh, may I? No, I'm just kidding. So we all know that the Baltimore Ravens are named after Edgar Allan Poe's famous poem, The Raven, right? But did you know that there is a minor league baseball team that is named after a Simpsons episode? Yeah, there really is. So famously on The Simpsons, the Springfield minor league baseball team are the Isotopes because Springfield has a nuclear power plant. And there was an episode of The Simpsons where they found out that they were planning to relocate the team to Albuquerque. So the real Albuquerque minor league team changed their name to the Albuquerque Isotopes, which is just great. I think so. I think so. And Chris and I have both been to the Albuquerque Isotope Stadium. It's very nice if you're ever there. Yep. I love minor league baseball so much. So if you like minor league baseball as much as I do, and it really is one of my favorite things to do in Oklahoma City, boy, have I got, we've got a great week. And it starts tomorrow as this is airing. So from August 12th, which is tomorrow, through Sunday, the Oklahoma City Comets, the new name of our minor league baseball team here, are having a homestand against the Albuquerque Isotopes, and there's kind of a lot of fun to be had throughout the week. So Tuesday night, tomorrow night, August 12th, is $2 night, and that's $2 Miller and Coors beer,
All right.
$2 Pepsi products, $2 bottles of water, and $3 on select Coupe Ale drafts. So that's a lot of fun. Wednesday night, there's not a promotion. It's just a game, but it's going to be fun. Thursday night, the 14th, is college night. So if you have a .edu email address, you get a special discount on your ticket, and you're encouraged like wear your college, whatever your college t-shirt is. Then Friday night, the 15th, there's a fireworks show after the game, which are always those Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark fireworks shows are always great fireworks shows too.
It's a great time.
Saturday the 16th is 89ers night, which is my favorite one. I know. And
so are they going to wear the throwback 89ers?
Yeah. They're going to wear the throwback, and like the 89er mascot is there, and you can get 89er stuff in the team store, which, by the way, the team store, since they've changed the name, is really nice. So next time you're at Bricktown Ballpark, go to the team store. It's great. And then Sunday night is Family Sundays. With the players are going to be signing autographs after the game, and after the game, kids can go down and run the bases.
Yes, I did that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
fun.
much fun.
That's really fun.
Last week.
Last week. My parents took me.
Tickets for the whole week, I looked, and they ranged anywhere from about $20. The cheapest ones I found were $19. To about, I think the most expensive were $55. So you're going to be about between $20 and $60 per ticket, depending on where you sit and when you go. It's a great time. I don't know if you've ever been to one of these games, but it really is so much fun. milb.com/Oklahoma-City is the website, and it's a lot of fun.
I'm so glad they're doing 89er Day.
I know.
A lot of people were calling on the 89ers like to be the new team name. So it's good that they're like acknowledging that.
Man, Brian had it. I like the Comets. I love the Mickey Mantle reference, and I think it's a good name. But Brian had a really good idea, and I'm sad it didn't ever make it out into the world, which was to call them the Flycatchers.
Ah, yes.
Which is great.
Yeah.
But, oh well.
And that's kind of, that's like, that's a home run.
I know.
That was not intentional, but it happened. And it's on video now.
Like something a little bit, like something scary, and like the Oklahoma City black holes or something.
The Oklahoma City murderers.
Something that makes no sense.
I was just thinking in space. Like
black holes are very scary.
Yes.
Are very scary.
Yes.
Or
the Oklahoma City quasars. Or,
I'll just sit at home and watch YouTube videos about black holes. And scare myself.
I really love it when a minor league team has just an absolutely off-the-wall bonkers name, like the Carolina Disco Turkeys is a real team. You know what I mean? Like, that's fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
Well, Megan, is your pivot going to terrify us like the extents of the universe?
I mean, it depends on how much you like theater.
Okay.
So if you don't like theater, then
for some people it's a terrifying proposition.
It is, yeah.
For some people, it's the best thing you could have. Theater.
Love's Labor's Lost is going to be coming to the Shakespeare Gardens Outdoor Theater, which is in the Paseo Arts District in Oklahoma City. And they're going to be doing performances of this play from August 7th through the 17th, and that's every day at 8 p.m. So it is outdoors, but I think it's late enough that you won't be like, you won't feel like you're going to die because it's so hot is what I'm trying to say. And 8 p.m. is a pleasant time of day. And so this play is about this king, I forget, King somebody, and his friends are...
That's what he should have been called, really.
Are like, we're not going to have anything to do with women for 3 years so that we can focus on our studying and our fasting, which is, of course, that does not work because women are wonderful and they could not stay away from them. And so this play is just about all the shenanigans that ensue. And so if you go to this, there is patio seating. There's a limited amount of patio seating. And then there is also lawn seating. And the patio seating is a little bit more expensive than the lawn seating. But you get a cushioned chair if you opt for the patio seating. Otherwise, you need to bring blankets or bring your own folding chair or something if you want to sit in the lawn. and you can bring a picnic. Like, you're encouraged to like they're like, if you want to bring crackers and cheese and have like a charcuterie board, you can do that. And what else do I have to say? Oh, there's a full bar. So
the best. You say the best for last.
Yes. So you can come and drink some booze and watch Shakespeare and have a lot of fun. And the building is ADA compliant, so that's always nice too. And let's see, what else can I tell you? okshakes.org is the website. So go get your tickets. They do a lot of cool Shakespeare plays and non-Shakespeare plays throughout the year. So
And that's a fun play. That's a funny play. That's like my favorite Shakespeare comedy.
I have seen it before, and they're gonna have what was it that I was telling you they're doing in the fall? Lion.
The Lion in Winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing that play in the fall.
I love
and
so much.
Jane Austen's Nutcracker or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Christmas Cracker. Jane Austen's
Christmas Cracker. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the correct.
That makes more sense.
Oklahoma Shakespeare's a great organization too. They do good work.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really
they
is.
really are.
That's going to be a lot of fun. I love.
If you
we
ever
went in
have
high
an
school and saw
opportunity-
Oklahoma Shakespeare do that at the Myriad Gardens, and it was hilarious. It was so funny.
Yeah, they do a great job. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I love Oklahoma Shakespeare. Well, we can do my
What do you
part
have,
right
Ben?
now. First, I've got a question about how many years of combined magazine experience you think is in this room? Like 30, 40?
Me and Megan alone is like 35.
Okay. 35, and between me and Kirsten, that's like
probably,
like 8.
probably approaching 50.
We're
Probably approaching 50.
in the neighborhood of 50. So nearly.
If Carly was here, it would be above 50.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with Carly, over 50 years of magazine experience. Well, no wonder we've got so many issues.
Nah.
That was a joke. And if you want to hear better jokes than that, the Blue Whale Comedy Festival is returning to Tulsa this week. It's August 14th through the 17th. It's various venues around Tulsa. This is including Chimera, Sound Pony, and the Saturn Room. But the big headliners, and I can personally vouch for both of these acts, and they're coming to Kane's Ballroom. First of all is David Cross, that's
Hilarious.
the funniest. Yeah, I think that's the most I've ever laughed at a comedy show.
Oh my
is David
gosh.
Cross. Yes.
I mean, Arrested Development alone,
Yes,
not to mention
yes.
Mr. Show.
You know, Arrested
Yeah.
Development and Mr. Show. It's a great time. And then that one's on Friday. Saturday night is Hannibal Buress, who's also exceptionally funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are two big-time comedy headliners. Hannibal Buress, of course, you'll know from his work with Eric Andre.
Wrote for 30 Rock.
Yes,
Yep.
and from 30 Rock too as well. So those are really great. And also they've got some free shows. If you go to the Sound Pony at 10 p.m. Friday or midnight the following day, which is basically just go late on Saturday. I don't want to explain time to you right now. And then also the bonus brunch show is on Sunday at noon at Fassler Hall. You can get, but they have dozens of comedians performing from across the nation and also a bunch of locals performing throughout the weekend. You can get passes online at bluewhalecomedyfestival.com. They've got both day passes, and you can get passes for all the Kane's Ballroom events as well. But yeah, if you like comedy, I mean, it's the comedy event of the year for the state. So.
It's a lot of fun. They always get really good acts too.
Yes, they do.
And they've had people that have been at this as not big acts and then gone on to be really big acts too. So it's a good way to see people on the up.
All right. Well, that leads us to start of the show. And I'm going to have to give it to the great people at the Sutton Center in Bartlesville. I mean, so much great conservation work. And it's the work that's gone on for decades and is continuing into today. So seriously, if you're considering getting a ticket to Wild Brew, you should do that. And if you do get a ticket for Wild Brew, I noticed online they have some great auctions going on for some trips. You can get you can bid on a trip to the Dalmatian coast of Croatia.
What?
Wow.
I want to go there.
I know.
That's cool.
That sounds like a great time.
Huh.
So yeah, visit the Wild Brew website, and maybe we'll see you in Croatia. Maybe we can get the show to bid on that. We can do
the
a
Croatia Today podcast.
a road show from Croatia. I would appreciate that.
Oh, that would be fun to do a road show.
You're right, Megan. I think we should make it happen.
Walking around Zagreb going, do you know what Oklahoma is? Have you been to
Yes.
Oklahoma? Heard
That
of
would
Oklahoma?
be
I'm sure our department
Any plans
would
for
pay
summer?
us to go to
yeah.
Croatia.
I'll volunteer for that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's actually all we've got for you this week. This has been the show, and now from here to McAllister, home of the Dancing Rabbit music series, as the Oklahoma Today podcast. Head to oklahomatoday.com or pick up our latest issue on newsstands right now. Send your feedback to oktpod@travelok.com. We'll talk to you again next week.
Goodbye. Oh.
Bye. Bye.